If you're looking for knowledge, you've come to the wrong place. Billy Francesca is back with his new show, Tell Me Everything.
What? Are we started? Are we starting? I need to have applause added in so I feel like I'm doing something. I'll do that for the next show. Hi, everybody. I'm Billy Francesca. It's super fucking weird to be performing like in your house with all this equipment and shit, and there's nobody here. It's just me and a camera, which is odd. But I have my clipboard. You can't really see it, but it says in there, oh, see, your baby's ugly. Postcards that I have around the house. Hi. I'm assuming everyone can hear me. Blake, you probably don't want me yammering on to you the whole time and asking questions, but people are there? Are people like actually here to watch this thing? Is that like really a thing? Like,
Sure.
with a vote of confidence like that, let's begin. It's Tibetan. Okay, so listen, we have this idea. Well, I mean, we didn't have this idea. I'll tell you the whole fucking story. First of all, the title, Tell Me Everything. That comes from, it's not mine. Like all of my ideas, I have stolen it from somebody else. You guys know DJ Derek Montero. When I call him, he'll cancel the phone and be like, he doesn't even say hello. Tell me everything, he says. It doesn't matter. He doesn't do it all the time, but he does say it a lot. And I fucking love it. I said to him the other day, or whatever I thought this thing up. I said, that's a great name for a show. Tell me everything. Because in the past, I'm always kind of like not pretending to be ditzy, but I really haven't paid attention to anything over the past, I'd say, 70 years. It's kind of all been a bit of a blur. And it's not even from like drugs or booze or alcohol or whatever. It's just from like, I don't want to know what's going on because it gets very overwhelming. I'm sure a lot of you are like, yeah, no shit, bitch. It's called being an adult. Check yourself. So let's start with that. So Derek, I love the title. Thank you so much for giving it to me. I absolutely love it. Jonathan Tantite, he took the picture, the photograph of me going, because I have so many pictures of me being angry because guess what? I am. But we have a whole show planned out. It's a little different from what I've normally done. I know you guys are like, this bitch usually sits and is like, what? What's that? Jerry, Blythe. But I tried to stay organized. I've got my clipboard right here. We have segments that we've already pre-recorded, which we're going to cut to those. And we have some live stuff tonight. We have Marky Makeup and Stillwater tonight. They did a little something for us. That's going to be on there. And our featured drag performer, because I want to do a featured drag performer. Usually I have a whole bunch of queens. I just want to do one so you can really get your hands dirty and then sanitize them or sanitize them. What's that fucking word? I know, the coronavirus stuff. So I was trying to do it. Never mind. And Butter is going to be with us tonight. So we're going to visit with Butter. We're going to see a performance. So we have that. And there are a lot of other things. I've been working on stuff. So this show is a little different because I've been thinking. I've been like actually pontificating. And for the first time in my life, I watched the news. I've slowed down watching it recently because I feel like, I'm sure as many of you too, we feel better because things aren't so fucking batshit fucking crazy. I don't understand why they keep calling it the GOP. The GOP, the grand old party. What the fuck's so fucking grand about them? But they heard me. Run! Do you guys hear that? It's a police car or whatever. I don't know. I don't understand why the news calls that. I also don't understand why. Well, they're hypocrites. And I'm not loving, and not all of them, obviously. But I have a hard time watching news because of that. But like I said to Blythe, I will be so happy when Joe Biden is president, so I do not have to pay attention to the news anymore because it's a lot. There's a lot of stuff, and now that like people are actually talking about climate change, we're fucked. But I did learn something through this whole fucking coronavirus thing, which we're still in. Motherfucker, I go down to Sprouts last night because I'm trying to eat better because I'm like as big as a house. And I said, Mom, what's a nice haddock recipe? I don't eat fish. I don't really eat fish. I have crab cakes sometimes, but I don't eat fish. So I go down to Sprouts, Case Surprise, they don't sell fucking haddock. Okay. But I'm walking down to Sprouts, I have my mask on, I'm on the sidewalk, and there's a dude coming towards me, no mask on, and a dog. And I wasn't afraid of the dog or anything, but he's taking up the entire sidewalk. And as I get closer, he's not moving. He's like this. He might as well just be walking like this, holding the leash to his dog. And I'm like, go fuck yourself. Why not? So I literally walk in the street, and then when I come back from Sprouts, they don't have haddock, FYI, irritating. I had chicken breast. I walk back, and he's coming the other way, and I'm like, Jesus, so did I pick the wrong time to go to fucking Sprouts? This motherfucker still. And now other people are now walking in the street away from this guy. And that's when it occurred to me. There's those kinds of people in the world. And I don't know if there's more of them than more of people who want to be considerate. Because like, I don't really want to be considerate, but I do, because that's just what it means to not be a shitty fucking human. This whole fucking getting myself all worked out, but I haven't had any cocktails. What I've learned through like living through this coronavirus thing is there are so many selfish, I say Americans because I don't live anywhere else, so I can't really say the French are terrible because they could be doing great. Australians have got that shit locked up. They're like, he ain't coming here, and I fucking love that. I did hear the news say, well, it's kind of easy to have a lockdown when you're an island. And I thought, just like Callista Flockhart used to say. But that they did that, and they're doing really, really well. But what I think about is this disease, this COVID, you can dispute all the shit you want. However, everybody agrees that it affects your lungs. It affects breathing. What's the alternative? Hey, Mr. Doctor, I don't want to wear a mask. Do I have to breathe? No, Timmy, you don't have to breathe air. You can do something else. It's like, what the fuck? There's no fucking option. There's no like, yeah, I don't feel like breathing today. So I'm just it's like, you're gonna not be able to breathe. But it makes me nuts. I don't understand that mentality. And it's the same thing with climate change. All these, like, I don't believe in climate change. It's like, well, yeah, don't worry about it. Go to another planet. There's so many different planets you can go to. It's like, they're just so fucking stupid. But they just keep thinking, but you know what it is? These people think, oh my God, what am I rambling about? I'm not even stoned. These people think they can go somewhere else, and they can't. We're all in it together. Like my mom used to say to my brother and sister and I, we're all in it together. Okay. Anyway, so this show is about me actually having opinions, well thought out opinions of things. So there's that. Is this like what they would call my opening monologue? I guess it would be. I don't really know. Anyway, so we have some stuff coming up on the show. I guess we could get to it. I did want to tell you about that show on Netflix called Surviving Death. Have you guys seen it? Girl. Well, because Mummy went for her year mammogram yesterday, thankfully. And thank you to all of you who have been so sweet about my mom going through having the boob removed, cancer all last year. Like, what a fucking, 2020 is like a, it's literally like, it's just so fucking so much. Girl, don't even get me started on the Insection. What was that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio? Insection is the name of the new show that's happening. Anyway, but Mom went yesterday and everything came out good. But I thought, what a crazy year to have all that happening. And we're just kind of coming out of it. And I do feel better, but like, Lord. So I've been watching the show on death, surviving death, and the other side. Now, I've always known there's something on the other side. That's not a mystery to me. I liked the show. Blake watched it too. There was some really kind of like hokey shit in it where you're like, what the fuck? But this one fucking guy comes out, and I was watching it. And they filmed some of it on Cape Cod. Okay, but I was like, oh, I know those houses because it's Cape Cod, in Massachusetts. This fucking guy comes out and he's like, all upset. His dad died. He's older. He's like in his like late 40s, older than me. And he's like talking about, like, my dad, and he's talking to mediums, and he's talking, and he's like, and he thinks up this thing in his head. I'm gonna have them say, if they say this, I know it's real. If they say this, I know my dad said something. So he has this reading. The woman says all this stuff. Okay. And as she's leaving, she says this secret thing that nobody knows. And this guy's like, oh my God, it's real. Which is like, okay, cool. Like, that's beautiful. What a beautiful experience. Do you think one experience was enough? No. This motherfucker wanted his dad to do his fucking taxes from the other fucking side. I was like, watching, I'm like, this fucking dick. How many messages do you need from the other side from your father to make you believe in the afterlife? What a fucking tool bag. And then I found this quote, which I was going to try to do from memory, but it's on my iPad because I can't. For those who believe, no proof is necessary. For those who disbelieve, no amount of proof is sufficient. I love that. It was really good. And that's by Ignatius of Loyola. Loyola. La 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 la. Okay. Anyway, let's get started with the show. I guess we should just jump right into my first segment, which is called A Knock Knock, Who's There? And I guess we should just hit it. Okay. Blake, it's up to you. Is it? Oh, there it goes. Hi, kids. Billy Francesca here, and welcome to Knock Knock, Who's There? My little celebrity-adjacent interviews that we're having. The only trick is I don't know who the guests are. Qu'est-ce que c'est? It's a surprise to me, too. So let's get on with it with a little knock knock. Who's there? Action.
Oh, hello. Oh,
Hi.
hi. Hi, William. How are you?
You can call me Billy, and how should I address you?
Oh, you can call me Mary.
Hi.
Some people call me the mother of baking, you know, cheerio. Oh, you look great. You got no soggy bottoms there. Oh, yes.
So Mary, you're a
backdress, a backdress. You know, I like to have my layers. I like to have them juicy. Oh, you know, I've been around for a minute. You know, I've had like 20 shows and all the things on the BBC and the TV. Yes.
Oh, you're that baking lady.
Oh, you win, you jolly old bitch. You got it. Oh, you gotta work my fingers into that a little bit. Yes.
Mary, for our viewers who don't know who you are, what's the name of your show?
Oh, which one? I've been around since the 30s. I'm 85 years old. You know, I had Mary's Berry's Simple Comforts, and then I had classic Mary Berry Every Day, the Mary Berry Story, Mary Berry's Absolute Favorites, and spelled with the U.
That's a lot of Mary Berry. Mary stuff.
I got a lot of berries to go around. But most people might know me from the Great British Baking Show.
Oh yes, of course. And
yes.
Yes. Do you find it difficult to go out in public now that you're a celebrity?
I find it difficult to go out in public because I'm 100,000 years old. But yes, as a celebrity, yes. When I'm wheeled around, usually it's a little difficult. But most of the time, I'm just bebopping around in my British things. How about you?
Well, Mary, I'm a little bit younger than 100, but not by much. Let me ask you, did you find it difficult to get into baking before there was heat?
Oh, honey, you were there. We both lit the fire outside the cave. Don't you remember? Oh, we were so cold. It was such a bad time. Everything was freezing. The world was flat and black and white. It was insane.
Don't forget the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, Mary, what made you want to be a baker?
Oh, just being able to put stuff in a pan and put it in the oven and pop it out. It's been, have you ever put anything in the oven, you take it out and you put it in your mouth? It's scrumptious. Oh, and always making sure you don't have a soggy bottom.
No,
best thing.
That would probably be difficult. My mom's a baker. She, not as experienced as you, but she's a baker as well. She bakes a lot.
What is her favorite thing to bake?
She makes angel.
I don't care. I'm 100. I don't give a shit. Oh, Lord. Oh, just kidding. Oh, I'm just joshing you. Get it? Oh, British things.
No, I understand, Mary. So you have the Great British Baking Show.
Yes. A little trivia for that. In Britain, we call it the Great British Bake Off. But in the U.S., you assholes don't let us call it that because the Pillsbury has copywritten Bake Off, so we had to rename it the Great British Baking Show. Isn't that horseshit?
That's terrible. Fuck it. I can't believe the Pillsbury Doughboy would be upset with something like that.
I mean, I've already put him in the oven, so he's in my belly.
How old were you when you started baking?
Oh, I was roughly 50 back in the 20s. So math and no, honestly, I was like 16 and started putting things in the oven. Actually started working at, my first job was the Bath Electricity Board showroom.
Oh,
I
really?
used to yes, I used to show customers how to use their electric ovens.
Oh.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow. Yeah. Are you mad that you have like all this money and fame now, but you're really old?
Fuck no. I love it. I get to buy everything. I have boys lined up more than I do tarts and baking pans and everything. Honey, I tell you what isn't a soggy bottom. Me. I'm wet as a whistle and I am moist 24/7, 365.
Wow. Mary, they say a woman's sexual peak is when she hits 100. So I guess you're
Yes, you can buy them. Yes, go bake them, buy them, and put them in your butt.
all right. Mary, this is a children's show. No, I'm just kidding. Do you know you're our first guest on our new episode, our new segment rather, Knock Knock, Who's There?
Oh, who's there?
No, that's the name of the segment you're on. It's called Knock Knock, Who's There? And we talk to celebrity adjacent folks and we get to, find out more about them.
Oh, sorry. The dementia sets in every now and then. I don't know what's going on.
No,
oh, Lord.
You're wonderful. So Americans can catch you on the Great British Bake Off show.
Yeah. Yes, you can catch me on the Great British Baking Show. Only seasons 1 through 10 because those assholes took it over to Channel 4 and I didn't go with them.
Oh, you didn't go with them. Was there bad blood or you just said, I don't need this shit?
I said, I am rich, white, and successful. I don't need this. I don't care about you amateur bakers. Go fuck yourselves. I am and do not care.
Have you ever
Just
baked?
kidding.
You're wonderful. You're wonderful and so lifelike. Riddle me this. Before I let you go, of course, but how do you bake for a lot of celebrities?
Oh, the celebrities bake for me. I actually throw these huge parties. I have celebrities come in and then they pick out things from my kitchen and I tell them, put it in the pot. Don't want a soggy bottom. And then they just put it in the pot and I eat it. Usually through my tubes, but whatever. It's fun.
Wow. Mary, I don't know when the interview started, but I sure know it's coming to an end.
Shit.
Because no, you're wonderful, Mary. I thank you so much for being our first guest. Will you come back and watch the show again, maybe, or maybe make another?
Yes. I will put it on the InstaTubes and the Ugrams and the My Places. All my followers will do it. I think do as I say. I'm Mary Berry. God damn it.
Mary Berry. Is it spelled Berry or Berri?
BBC.
Wow. Thank you, Mary Berry, for joining us today. It was great seeing you. Thank you for being our first guest.
You're welcome. Cheerio.
Bye.
See all those things.
Bye. Wow. Mary Berry, I didn't know who that was right away. I don't watch the Great American Bake Off baking show. I did have a fling with the Pillsbury Doughboy, but that could have also just been a fat albino because it was the 70s and there was a lot of angel dust. Well, that was our segment. That was Knock Knock, Who's There? That's how you do that. I'm Billy Francesca. We'll see you back at the show. Hi, did you guys like that little Knock Knock, Who's There action with Mary Berry? I just was reading the comments on the main computer, and you guys are too sweet. I'm so glad you liked it. I want to thank who did it, but I don't want to give it away. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. That's on you. But I want to keep the show moving, but I forgot to mention something in the beginning. I'm broke. No, I'm poor. Or it's known in the South, public. And I wanted to point that out because our performers who are coming up, like Butter and Marky Makeup and Stillwater, their Venmos or Cash Apps are going to be across the screen. And if you want to tip them $1 or some money, or if there's some rich philanthropist watching the show, throw the cash that way. I'm throwing my Venmo up too. If you've got money, you don't have to. Nobody has to do anything. because I hate. Listen, I hate. I don't like saying I don't have money because I've spent so many years being like I'm rich, and now I'm not, and it's just rough because. All right, I wasn't going to get into this. A couple weeks ago, I had to buy. A couple weeks ago, I went to the supermarket and I couldn't afford to buy Canada Dry soda water, and I had to buy Private Selection. And I almost had a fucking breakdown, man. I can't live in a world where I'm not buying Canada Dry products. And I know I joke, I'm making this silly, but yeah, if you got some money to throw it any way, throw it Butter's way, throw it Marky's way, and always throw it my way. Because, girl, it costs a lot to live in a bachelor apartment on the Lower East Side. Okay, coming up next, I want to welcome our featured performer. She's going to come talk to us for a minute. Like I said, her Venmo will be up. Like, bring my butter on out here. Give me butter. Yeah.
Hello, how are y'all?
Oh, she's here. Wait, I'm turning it up. Hold on, I want to hear you louder. Hold on. Oh,
Turn it upside down.
you look so good.
I know, right? How are you?
How are you doing? How are you liking the show so far?
I'm loving it. I don't know how you secured Mary Berry.
Well, I don't want to brag about having friends, but you know,
Yeah. You just probably knew her from high school, no?
we spent some time together.
Yeah. Well,
you know, but she said she didn't mind doing the show. She was happy to be our first guest, and we've got for future shows. We've got a lot of celebrities coming in, but
yeah.
no one as lifelike as you.
Oh, yeah. I barely move. Let me take these off, honey. I want to see you. Oh, get into the mug, bitch. Get into the mug, bitch.
My laptop's looking
Fall
really.
into the pores.
Oh, you look great. Are you wearing colored contacts?
No, these are my eyes. No,
lying.
I'm wearing colored contacts. I'm very rich these days, you know.
You
Thank
are-
you, government.
You're poor too.
I'm loving the EDD benefits.
But you love the benefits. Let me ask you a question.
Oh no, I have to answer some questions.
Stupid bitch. How have you been doing through this whole event, this whole thing?
Well, listen. Listen, I've gone from my bed to the couch to the kitchen and back again.
Okay.
On a loop for what, a year now? But I've been fine, just masturbating quite a bit, eating a lot of snacks. I've both gained and lost 20 pounds, which you will notice from the video I sent in.
Ooh.
So get ready for that.
Okay.
Speaking of, I see your self-portraits dangling behind you there.
Those are my elephants, you bitch.
Right. Yes, that was the joke.
I get it. I guess you should leave the writing to your writers. But, listen, you were doing so well before this happened. You were doing so amazing because you were one of the Rockettes down at Rockets in West Hollywood.
The best show in the city, hands down, besides Dragged Out, of course.
Thank you. Just wanted to make
I know how to suck up to you, baby.
You know what you're doing. But no, it's amazing. I mean, those kids down there are amazing. And you have Kyra, you have Bo, you have Lolita.
Kyra flipping around. We've got Lolita being beautiful. Miami sucking dick behind the dumpster. The Dawn's there. Voguing, you know, the girls, how they do the voguing. I don't know how to do that. I just walk around and yell at people. I'm a student of yours. So
that's how you do it, babe. That's how
I want to be successful.
No, you're wonderful. You're wonderful.
Thank you.
You did a big photo shoot too. You did some photos a couple weeks ago. You were out like a lot.
I was just kind of, I just thought, why sit on the couch and pound Ben and Jerry's when I can go out of the house and take photos of myself and be narcissistic as hell? So I did, content for the children.
Yeah. But it's a lot of work though. Do you find it like it's like you don't want to be in your house doing it? You want to be out in the world.
I want to leave. I want to be anywhere but my house.
Yeah, like look, you look amazing.
Thank you.
I spent like an hour on my eyes and they don't look that great. But look
it looks like you didn't spend more than 10 minutes, honey. That's great.
You stupid bitch. I'm so happy that my guests will be coming for me the entire evening. Happy. All right. Should we show your number and then
I guess if that's really what you want to see.
I totally want to see. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna go sit at the computer and see it. So before we show everyone your performance, Tell me, what was your, like, what made you pick this song, or what is it? Is there anything you want to say, like, look, I was on mescaline, and is it one of those?
I would like to say that I chose the song because, like myself, Butter, in case I forget my name, I have my dog collar here, Butter. So it's like my life alert, but it's around the neck. Yeah. So when I'm like wandering the streets and my dysphoria, whatever.
Butter is perfect.
I did that because it's called MILF Money, which is, of course, is, you know, a plan where it's for milk money, and milk's also a dairy product. So I thought, why not go with the theme of my life?
That is a thinking queen's, like, I love that.
I went to college. I did.
I know that when you did Dragged Out season 1, I didn't know you. We didn't know each other.
No.
You know, you emailed in, and then Miss V sent me all this stuff, and I was like, who is this queen? Just Butter. Is just Butter? Is she? And then I didn't even hear the taglines for Butter until like much later in the season when you started saying, "You better believe it," and I was like,
"You better believe it."
It's so. But what made you pick that?
Huh?
What is it? What made you pick that name?
I didn't choose the name. Mrs. Kasha Davis, season 7 of RuPaul's Drag Race, named me Butter. I didn't ask why, and I didn't argue. She said, why doesn't your name be Butter? And I said, sure, okay, whatever. And listen, I'm glad I have it now because you know what? I have literally 1s of 2s of gigs a week, and listen, I'm killing it.
You're doing great. You're doing great. You know who's doing even better than us?
No.
Cardi G.
Hang on. Ooh, bitch. Cardi G.
I'll tell you guys that story in a minute, which is why we rushed to do the show, but we'll get to that a little. I'll do it on the flip side.
Okay.
But let's get to Butters. Let's get to Butters' number. And listen, Butters, what's it called? Venmo and Cash App are up. If you got some cash, throw it that way for Butters' performance.
Look how cheap this wig looks. I need money.
All right, Blythe, hit it. I'm watching. All right, here it comes.
You got that, you got that, you got that milk money. I got that, I got that, I got that milk money. You got that, you got that, you got that milk money. I got that, I got that, I got that milk money. 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 Heard you in the mood for a little milkshake. Welcome to the Dairy Duchess Love Factory. I could whip it up, fix you up straight away. Come on in the front door, leaving out the back door, whip it, flip it, hey. Been working extra service to give it to you. Didn't mean to make you nervous, you motherfucker. You got that, you got that, you got that milk money. I got that, I got that, I got that milk money. I got that milk money. I got that MILF money. Me and the girls up in the club, hating assholes, but I don't give a fuck. Running amok, owning the spot, buying the bar like I bought all these rocks. I've been working all week. Now where the hell is my drink? Hair and nails on fleek. All my girls on fleek, cause we INTEPENTENT. Do you know what that means? Can't see me. BROKE. I'm PAID. Heard about me? I'm saying you got that, you got that, you got that milk money. I got that, I got that, I got that milk money. You got that, you got that, you got that milk money. I got that, I got that, I got that milk. I've been wearing this up, I've been tipping this cup, I've been wearing my turn, I've been working so hard, got my spirit turned up, and I can't stop now. I've been running so long, I've been fighting so strong. I want it, I need it, I got it, for real. I love it, real woman, I feed you this meal. Hey mama, I did it, the top of the hill. Wait a minute, don't forget it, motherfucker, I'm ill. Now let me see your milkshake. I got that milk money. 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 Just service to give it to you. Didn't mean to make you nervous. To give it to you.
Wow. We will never get those 4 minutes back, will we?
listen. That's amazing. I mean, that's a lot of work
We're
because
gonna change my name from butter to lard after seeing that one, sis.
no, it's first of all, it's amazing. I love your poncho that you had on. Wait, because a lot of people don't know this, but Butter and I both use Rebecca Ellison Designs to do our drag stuff. Did she make?
Really do.
Did she make that one?
She did not.
She did. I wasn't sure, but I was like, oh, because Rebecca's like, I'm doing something for Butter. I'm making something for Butter, and I was wondering, like, I didn't hear about this. That's what, I was like, when did she get a poncho and I didn't?
Been banging down her door, you know.
No, I did. How long did it take you to film that?
An hour.
No.
I had to do an event for the summer, and I was like, I'm just gonna cancel because I'm lazy and terrible. And Kyle said, you know, Kyle, my roommate, Kyle Langan of HamptonsToHollywood.com.
I was gonna get to that.
Listen, if you want to see a blog that's the most Caucasian thing you've ever seen in your life, you should call it the Caucasity. Really, the blog should be called. Anyway, he was like, "Let's do it. I'll edit it." He spliced it together. I didn't even know the words. I'm sure you noticed, but that's okay. I got lots of good tips. So thank you, everyone who tipped me. I was going, boop, 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 boop. Very happy. Finally, this wig can get some moisture into it, and maybe I can afford a ham sandwich.
Imagine how much more money you'd make if you had talent and knew the words. First of all, Kyle, your roommate who's in the video with you, I thought you brought in milk because he was your son, and then you grind your ass up on it.
Listen, I'll be honest, there was no inspiration there. I just didn't know what to do. So I did that. Yep.
So you improv.
That's how I roll. It must be Butter because I'm on a roll, right?
Oh, see, those are the ones you have to use. Those are amazing. Call me Butter because I'm on a roll. That was another one.
Girl.
It's so fucking good.
Turned down for what? You know what I'm saying?
So can I tell the kids the story about what prompted us to do this and rush it for this week?
Absolutely.
Okay. So last week I get a phone call that KTLA wants to do a story on like what are performers doing because all the clubs are closed. So they called me like, hey, we know you like run the city. They didn't say that, my words, paraphrasing. But I'm like, oh, so I'm like, oh yeah, like everything's closed. And I'm not doing anything other than like Butter, sitting in bed, eating, like doing nothing. They said, when's your next show? I'm like, oh, we're putting something together for February, even though I'm not planning anything. So I'm like, I don't fucking care. It's hard, right? Because we're just not in the mood, right? No. Okay.
Not in this economy.
Not in this economy. No, I mean, I'm just like, I don't fucking. So the guy is like, listen, it'd be great. And of course, he's super nice. I'm not angry. I'm just being silly. But I'm like, he's like, do you do something sooner? I'm like, well, we could start it next Thursday. That'd be great. We'll film the whole thing. We'll do backstage. I'm like, oh my God. So now I'm like, Butter, do you have enough? Marky. And I'm literally trying to put all this stuff together. We start putting it together, flyers, rushing, working on stuff. I get a call that they canceled the interview because they'd already done enough stories on like West Hollywood and performers. Now they were moving on to drag queens who had to leave town to like get a gig because we're not doing well here.
Much like you, your story is old and tired.
That's so the person that we were trying to help, our friend Cardi G, as a performer, she's like,
every time you say her name, it just gets me, gal. Give me a minute.
Well, no, because I want everyone to like, because it's legit, because it's gone.
No, she is in need. She's a queen in need.
She's a queen in need, honestly.
It means a lot of things.
We're gonna have her on the show. We're gonna do a thing like, listen, it's our friend. She's gonna talk about, just for a minute, like not like whack whack, but just So they say to me, do you don't happen to know a queen who has to leave town? I'm like, I sure do. The bitch gets a whole film crew at her house while she's packing up to go to Georgia today to do a gig. So it all works out, and it's all very serendipitous. But it is funny that like, here are you and me again.
Here we are.
Sitting in our houses doing nothing. But yeah, so there's that. But Butter, thank you for doing the show and being my first performer.
I appreciate it. You know that I would do anything for you, Billy. You gave me. It's your fault that this has made its way into the world. So if anyone has a problem with it, please at Billy Francesca, leave me alone. It has nothing to do with me. He created this monster from hell.
No, you're amazing. And I love you. I feel bad you got all dolled up just for a quick 20 minutes.
Listen, I do anything for you except send you money.
Because we don't have it.
What?
We don't have any. Have you seen the weather outside tonight too?
It's raining. I can hear it.
Yeah, I love
That's
it.
dogs.
There's a storm coming.
It's raining men, but not here. Not for the past year. I'm a born again virgin.
This is a dry spell in
Means
here.
I'll sew it right up.
Okay. I love you. I gotta get out of the show. Everyone say bye.
I love you.
Butter, I love you. Watch the rest of the show if you want. I love you.
Thank you for all the tips. I appreciate it, everybody. Love you guys. Thank
Bye,
you.
sweetheart. Wow. That's amazing. I feel so fucking guilty. Thank you everyone for tipping her because she has nails and a wig on. I'm not even wearing underwear. So it's just like, God, like she's really turning it out there. Okay. Our next segment, I have another show that is starting next week. I think I'm going to record it for a podcast too. I haven't talked to my friend about this. I don't want to give away too much, but I want to go right into it. This is a promo, and I'm warning you right now. My promo looks makes it look like Butter's number was amazing, like Judy Garland live on Venus, because this promo is rough. But because I blame the person in it, it's not my fault. I blame her. So Blythe, let's get into some triggered action. Let's see that. Hi kids, I'm so hope you're enjoying tonight's show, Tell Me Everything. And part of the Tell Me Everything experience is letting you know what I have coming up outside of the Tell Me Everything world. And that is, I want to say my new show, but it's not my new show. It's our show. Please welcome Jackie Steele onto the screen. Hi, babe.
Oh, hello.
How are you? Now she's gone.
This has really been in the making.
Don't. This promo is going great. So kids, for those of you who don't know Jackie Steele, she's an amazing comedian. Do they still say that?
Not if they want to live. No, they don't.
Fair enough. Stand-up comic?
Oh, God, it just gets worse. It just sounds worse.
Anyway, it's Jackie fucking Steele.
No dollars for. I don't care. This is what matters, you know?
So our promo is going great. But this is a good point. Saying words like comedian because we're doing a show together on Tuesdays and it's called Triggered because you and I both share. No.
I'm already there.
Jackie, how often a week would you say you get angry? Or is there a number? Do you have a number that goes that high?
Let me do math. It's 1,000% of the time.
Yeah, it's a lot. So for those of you who don't know, Jackie and I are friends, but recent friends, but we have a strong, wonderful connection, and it involves being angry and yelling a lot. And it works for us. I think it's not at each other, because the two of us are synced up. And it's, Jackie, would you go as far as to call it an unholy alliance?
I absolutely will. Every phone call is a screaming match. It's cheaper than therapy, better than screaming at my actual family. It's absolutely what I need that day.
It's who we are. So we thought that it would be a good idea to combine our rage and do a show called Triggered, where we talk about things and events and people and whatevers that have triggered us whenever that day.
I love to still call them people. That's very kind.
Trying to be nice here so they'll tune in. And we're going to do it live on Tuesday nights. What Tuesday do you want to start, Jackie, while I have my Japanese calendar out? And I want to launch it. I want everyone who's watching the show tonight will tune in.
This is from Amazon, okay? I can't keep up with whatever this is.
This is the lifestyle wall canvas that was an original hand-painted, but similar.
Did anyone else need him to say original hand-painted? Did we need you to say that? We know.
I don't want to brag about my money. That's not who I am anymore. But, because I'm out of it. Jackie, let's start the show. It's February 2nd, a Tuesday.
You got a calendar in your hand.
It's in Japanese. I bought the rock because I wanted a mini calendar for the desk so I could look at it and say, oh, what's the date?
Let me pull up a digital calendar like the rest of polite society, and I'll tell you what it is.
Hold on. Let me go look at my phone.
No, I can do it now. What is this, today?
Yeah. February 2nd. Jackie, February 2nd. Are you busy that
February 2nd is a Tuesday.
Perfect. Tuesday. So kids, tune in Tuesday, February 2nd for our maiden voyage of Triggered, where Jackie Steele and I take on what? Our anger, I guess.
Share pleasantries of the day and talk
That's
about how proud we are of all of you and
That's
how
not.
we believe in you on each other.
And what else are we gonna do? We're gonna wing it. But it's gonna be on what's this called? This platform?
I haven't winged anything. Listen to me, okay? Artsy backgrounds. We know. The problem is you're triggering me now. This is the problem. I'm not even gonna get through the promo to get to the show.
Our promo has been going on for 11 minutes. I'm gonna show you guys some outtakes from the promo because it's been going on for a while.
This whole thing is an outtake. The whole thing is an outtake. It's perfect. I'm asking if you can edit the thing. If I send you the link and you edit it down, is what I'm saying. You know, I don't press Control Alt Delete. I don't need your direction.
Mark
Put your
is
finger on it. Is it an
Mark,
iPhone?
I'm recording something right now that's going really well, so I'm gonna have to.
Oh, okay. Full screen then for you. Full cam.
Hi!
Oh, I can't. Wait, hold on.
I can still see your fucking name though. You can't go. Oh no, you
Oh,
can.
it's just me now. Okay, wait. Maybe if I stop my camera, will you come on?
No.
Yeah.
I'm going.
What happens when you buy your glasses at Costco? I got a heck of a deal.
Jackie, horizontal or vertical? How does my other show go? Horizontal.
Look at this is quality gold.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna start over. I'm gonna play it straight through like this. Now we're gonna start.
You've never played anything straight in your entire life. Don't start. This whole thing is an outtake. The whole thing is an outtake. It's perfect.
I wanted to use this time to have everyone sort of meet you who didn't know you from my world. And then I could also be introduced to people in your world. And and then we could drink after that.
People in my world don't say things like people in my world. So it's going to be a real, Montague and Capulet situation here.
It's going to be brilliant. I just can't wait to yell just about everything. Like, you guys don't understand how many things happen to Jackie and I, where I'm like, and the anger level, when you call a friend, it's like, it's okay, things are going to get better. And ours is heightened. That keeps going up. Which I love, which I think is brilliant. So Triggered, February 2nd, 8 p.m., Jackie. Does 8 work?
8 works. So let me check my calendar. Nothing on the books. No.
You're not going dancing? You're not flying to Puerto Vallarta to go to a circuit? We'll get into that later. Not again. We're going to get into that later. So kids, I'll be sharing info. Jackie, your Instagram is your name, right?
Jackie for Comedy. Thanks for caring. Thank you.
I want to make sure I have it right. I don't know why it's not scrolling across the screen.
I know, because I'm a failure. That's why. Thanks for bringing it.
Kids, if you want to get angry on a Tuesday night, tune in. We're going to share the info. But our new show is called Triggered with my dear friend who I love to yell with, Jackie Steele. Kids, say goodbye to Jackie Steele and back to the show. Tell me everything. I mean, I told you it was a mess. Oh God, Blythe, is this lighting terrible? Because I moved over here for the second half of the show. But I can see can you hear the storm outside? Oh, there's quite a gale blowing up. I don't know how to turn the lights up, so you're just gonna have to deal with this. I want to move around the house, but the camera and the lighting, and it's a lot. I don't have any tech people here. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I can't see the comments until later, because I'm like backstage or something. I don't know how it works. I just miss my tech people. Should I pick this up a little? Hold on, because you're seeing my chins. Hold on. As you can probably see, how's that? Oh, that's better. Okay, listen, we're going to try something. I don't know if it's going to work. If you're watching the show live right now, I can take live phone calls. Blythe has a video he's going to play. But the number, write it down. You get a pen and paper? Because you can call in live right now. Bum, 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 bum.
Yes, sir.
Your number?
Okay, So, we're going to call. Is it attached to this? Hello?
Hello, I'm calling for William Francesca.
This is Billy Francesca. Can I help you?
Hi, this is Calvin calling from AARP.
Okay, I don't need this shit. Okay. Hi, you're live with Billy Francesca. No, did I do it wrong? Oh, God. Can you hear me? No?
I'm so sorry. Miss Francesca?
No, you're calling from where?
This is Calvin calling from AARP.
I don't need this. Hello, caller?
Hello?
Hi, you're live with Billy Francesca. How are you?
Great, except that someone else is on the phone and it's not really me.
No, there's a whole bunch of things happening. My phone now is going crazy, and I didn't know that was going to happen.
It's Mary!
Oh, hi, Mary. Are you enjoying the show?
Yeah, honey, I love it, but you're muted on YouTube right now.
What? Oh, you can't hear me talking?
No, I don't know who the fuck you're talking to.
I'm talking to you live, but I can hear you live, but is it not working on the thing, Blythe?
It's not working on YouTube, no.
Oh, Blythe's got... All right, there's more calls. I don't know why. It's our first time trying it. Look at me. I'm jumping up and down like I have to pee.
Okay, wait.
Oh, is that better?
Okay, yeah, better.
Is it better?
Yes.
Oh, it's working. God bless. God bless. Okay, girl, do you have a question or comment? You just want to tell me I'm amazing.
You're a fat fuck and I love you.
I love you, Mayor.
Are you a lefty or righty?
What? Hey, Google, be quiet. Okay, I got a call coming in. I love you. Bye. Oh, let's see. Hello, caller.
Got it.
Hi.
Oh, hi, caller. Who's this?
No, I think you're the best.
This is the OC, baby.
Oh, hi, Kimmy. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
We're good and we miss you.
I miss you too. Are you liking the show?
It is very good. We're really stoked that you texted us and let us know that it was on.
It's all over fucking social media, Kimmy. I can't call every single fucking person that
I'm not on social media.
And there's a reason for that. Stop showing your tits at children's parties. Again. The phone was going crazy. I never got so many phone calls in my life. Are you with Heather and Vince?
No, they're at their house.
Okay, that's good. But you're liking the show?
Loving the show, and we love you.
I love you too. All right, thank you for calling in. If you were trying to get through, you can call back because I'm going to just keep moving through. But Kimmy, oh, you hung up. Oh, Lord, we missed calls. We missed calls. Blythe, is it working okay? We got a call.
Yes, it's fine.
I love you. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. You're calling in?
My name's Kat.
Hi, how are you? I'm Billy.
Hi, Billy Francesca. I've been watching you for a couple of years. No, like 5 years.
That's a couple. That works. 5 years. Are you liking the show?
Yeah, I'm bleaching my hair, so I'm like catching different pieces.
You know I don't go for bleaching hair unless you always bleach your hair. Is that normal?
No.
Oh, but you're enjoying yourself. I won't judge right now. I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll be good.
I love you.
I love you too. But you're liking the show. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, Jesus, this phone keeps ringing.
Yeah, is it on Tuesdays, you said?
Our new show's on Tuesdays. We're going to do this next show on the 18th is our next Tell Me Everything show.
Well, I won't miss it.
Thank you, Boo, for calling in too. I'm going to take the next call and keep it moving, okay?
Okay, cool.
Watch your hair. Bye, sweetheart.
I love you.
Love you too, bye. This works. I think, is that everything? Oh, God, I think I missed all my calls. Wait a minute. We got one more, Blythe, then we'll stop. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, babe. How are you?
Good. This is Portia.
Oh, Portia Lee J. Hey, baby. How are you doing?
Good. How are you, Billy?
I'm
This
good.
show is amazing.
Do you like it? Is it okay?
Yes, it's great. It's great. I just wanted to call before because I'm getting ready to catch a flight. So I want to just say, hey, I love you.
I
and
love
it's
you.
amazing. I'm loving it.
I'm going to have you on the show when you get back.
Yes, period.
All right. Be safe traveling. Be safe traveling. Say hi to Auntie.
I will. Love you.
I love you too. Bye, boo.
Bye, boo.
Oh, Lord. Do we have another caller?
Yes, I was wondering if it's Jerry. I just wonder if this is Drizzly.
If it's no, you can't order booze from this. You cannot order booze from this number. I have to get another. You're already drunk, Jerry. You're already drunk. Good Lord.
Can you stop over and get booze?
Yeah, not in the. Is it raining out right now? It's bad out, isn't it? Because everything's closed up.
I'm not going out in the rain. I'm not going out in the rain. Have a lovely night.
I love you. Thanks for watching.
Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye, boo. Oh, that was okay. We're gonna do that again. That's it for calls for now. Lord, that was a lot of phone calls. Just well wishers. That's so. Oh my God, that's so sweet. Thank you, and thank you guys for tipping butter too. That's amazing of all of you because it does really help. This has been a really shitty time for a lot of us, obviously. So it is really super sweet. I want you guys to know the next time we do the call-in thing, you can call in for topics and stuff, but you'll see that. I think it'll catch on. Okay, coming up next. Oh, God. All right, listen. We have Stillwater coming up next, and we have Marky Makeup. So, Blythe, let's hit it. Let's go on over there and see that little special thing we did. You're going to love it. Jonathan, I hope you're watching.
Hey, I'm Stillwater, and this is Word of the Day. Today's word is, that's your friend. This is a good one. This is the most important and powerful one of them all. In order to disassociate from somebody who's a hot mess, causing shenanigans, making out with all the skeezers and skanks, you say, that's your friend. You want to make sure your credit score, your social status, none of that is in question. Because that's your friend. When it's not your friend, you gotta make sure everybody knows. That's your friend. Okay, that's not my friend. That's your friend. Go collect them. That's your friend. You know, when they go, I'm on the guest list. I'm always on the guest list. But when they go, I'm on the guest list too, and you gotta go, that's your friend. That's not my friend. They're not on my guest list. That's your friend. You pay $5 cover. That's your friend. This is very important. Use it loudly and proudly. That's your friend. Go get them. They're a hot mess. That's your friend. You go pick them up off the bathroom floor of FUBAR. That's your friend. That's not my friend. That's your friend. This is Stillwater, and this has been Word of the Day. You can follow me at Stillwater Live Show on Instagram. You should tell your friend. Unless they're not your friend, then don't tell them. I'm going to block them. This is pretty good.
Some Word of the Day action with Stillwater. I absolutely love Stillwater and Marky, obviously. I love the Word of the Day. We're going to keep doing that. Stillwater is going to be our representative for that. I love the saying. Is that the rain? Oh, wait. I love the saying, that's your friend. Now, that's not mine either. Like I told you earlier, I steal everything. And Jonathan Tantype down at the bar, like I'll be with some like crazy person, or they'll be acting. I'll at the bar, and I'll see something happening, out in the bar, or a person outside, and I'll just look at him and he'll say, "That's your friend," because he's like, I don't know them, and I just fucking love that. So try to work that into your lexicon. You're welcome. And I told you, I know everything. Tell me everything. Sorry. Is this crooked? Hold on. Let me just get right in there. Do you guys see my forehead moving? That's what it does, being in the year. Nothing in my face. Okay. That's our Word of the Day. We've got one more videos. No, we have two more videos coming up. Some fun stuff. I was really nervous tonight, which I know you're like, bitch, you're in your own fucking house. But it's just weird to perform to a camera and not having like the live interaction, like Jerry yelling me or Kimmy yelling me at bingo. It's really like, I miss that. I really do miss it. And it's been, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, the Standard here in Hollywood is closing, the West Hollywood one that I've been at for years, where I've had most of my parties. And that one really, really stung. And I know that people have lost their lives and people have been working nonstop. And of course, it pales in comparison. But I have to tell you, like hearing that, I was like, oh my God, because that place is so special and we've had so many amazing times there. So this has been helpful tonight to kind of just feel better. You know what I mean? Like be out there and be able to yell and swear and be stupid. And I really love that. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I cannot believe people are actually watching. I'm like, what's fucking happening? Okay. So this is going to sound like I'm a corporate shill and I'm corporate shilling for myself because I had to think up something to do, one, to get me into, you know, drag more often than not. So I thought up this idea and we had talked about this a while ago and we're just launching it tonight. This is the first time anyone has seen this. This is my new idea and this is what we're doing. I hope you guys like it. It's kind of a mess. All right, Blythe, hit it. Oh, God. Hey kids, Billy Francesca here, and do I have a treat for you? Is your friend going through their third divorce and you're so sick of hearing about it? Is your BFF complaining about having another UTI? Well, is there someone you just can't stand, but just can't find the words to tell them? Well, then your prayers have been answered. You should send them a Billygram. Billygram. Let me tell your uncle with dementia he gets a little handsy at parties. You want to dump your boyfriend for the guy who gave you your squeezer on the E-train? What about the baby you're carrying? It's not your husband's, then let me do the work and send them a Billygram. Billygram. For just $25, I will do a personalized in-drag message saying whatever you want to whoever you want. Is your grandmother getting on your nerves? Then I'm your gal. A Billygram lets you put the mess back in messages. Billygram. Let me record the personalized message telling that special someone in your life to get the out of your house that you had it with them. How many fucking times do I have to tell you, I don't care about your long-haired cat. Just get the out and don't call me, don't text me, and I'm not following on Instagram anymore. A Billygram is the only way to go. When you just don't know what to say, let me help you out with that. Shoot us an email at billygrammessages@gmail.com. Billygram. We also do birthdays and anniversaries and weddings and stuff. We'll send a nice message. Oh my God. I'm a corporate shill. I'm a corporate shill. Listen, a couple of times this past year, I had friends say, hey, would you mind doing a video for my friend's birthday? And I was like, oh, why? Like, who the fuck would want a birthday? Oh, they love you. They love your stuff. And I was like, they're pathetic and they need to get fucking Hulu because it's like, but people seem to gravitate towards me being like, hi, Cheryl. Yeah. Could you wax your upper lip and start using eyeliner? Thanks so much. Your mom and your younger sister, thank you too. Shanti. And send that to someone. Is it hurtful? Sure. But that's my specialty. That's just who I am. So we talked about this. We've had that flyer forever. And for those of you who don't know who Billy Graham is, because you're like, what does that mean? It's got a very churchy feel to it. Billy Graham was a preacher and like minister who like was, back in the day, like before Tammy and Tammy Baker, John and Tammy Baker, right? Yeah, before them. And he was like, he always had a Bible, and it's just brilliant. So to have a fucking drag queen being like, Billy Graham, get it? Like a telegram? Do you guys get it? I don't know if it reads. But if you want one, I'm going to do them on Tuesdays. I'm going to do them like before we have the show. I'll get ready early and make them really good and add all this jazzy shit to it like I know how to do. And then, send it to you. So I hope you like it. I know I never... As a performer, I don't, especially when I'm doing a number, I don't ever ask for money. It's so like, oh God, like I'm getting paid from the club. I just want to do something fun for you guys, but it's been hard lately. And I've had some friends who've been super helpful through all this. I'm not going to embarrass any of them, but and my parents help out, but it's hard to not be working. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I have no discernible talent. So there's very few things that I can just go out there in the world and do. So there's that. But I thought this would be a fun thing. Who knows? We'll see if it works. But I'm glad you guys got to see it first. Okay. We've got one more segment. This was stuff that I was like, we're not using this. It's garbage. But I thought we could close out the show with it. So we're going to show that. I'll come back and say goodbye, and then we'll go from there. But one more thing to show, one more video to show you. It's our first show. We're learning it. We're learned. Okay. Blythe, hit that cutting room floor video, which is embarrassing. Terrible. Well, hi all. Billy Francesca here. For those of you who don't know who I am,
Hey, Courtney, it's Veronica. Hi, Christine, it's Nat. Hi, Pinky, it's Nikki. Hi, Jill, it's JoJo.
Hi, Allison, it's Cookie.
Yeah, and that's about going to wrap it up my movie career. I really didn't do much after that, other than drink and get paid a small fortune. And now I'm here in my kitchen, crying my eyes out alone, listening to Pearl Bailey acoustic albums. Anyway, I'm only 36 years old, and it's been a real dream come true for me to make it this long because of all the, drinking, drugs, booze, pills, blah, 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 blah. And I just want to give you a little message.
Now, a warning?
I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Catherine Deneuve in a hot air balloon. You're barren. Mwah. I don't know why I paused there. And I did it again. You're welcome. That was acting. Thank you, Lee Strasberg Theater. And I'm not even Romanian. Terrible. Just terrible. The more I see it, the more I'm like, oh God, why did we show people? But it's funny. I made one of those videos because I don't talk about it because it's like, what the fuck's the big deal? But years ago, I was in Legally Blonde 2. And I was real thin back then. And as you can see from the video, I didn't have a beard, and I didn't drink bacon grease and Duncan Hines frosting, but they had me, and play one of the sorority girls, which was a real trip because there wasn't really drag queens in it. And I had Jennifer Coolidge is in that, obviously, we all fucking love. And I had met her before because she'd come to Foo Bar, and she used to see the plays we did. So that was kind of a lark to be like on a movie set. But when the fucking movie came out, I told him, I'm in a movie. Because it was like, I didn't know. I was new to town. And I had friends back. He's like, we waited the whole time to see your movie, and you're only in it for 3 seconds. And I was like, one, ow. But I started saying to people, oh, well, how many movies have you been in? None. Well, then I'm in it 3 seconds more than you dumb bitch. But that was just, kind of like one of those things. But they did add me to the DVDs and added all these other funny things with me because they had me come back for a second day of shooting because the audiences loved it so much. And from that little bit in a movie, I have gone nowhere. So it just goes to show you, if you have dreams, don't. Okay. I think that about wraps up our show for tonight. We're going to work out some kinks. I really, sincerely, I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. It was our first one. I wasn't sure how it was going to go. I'm happy that it went so well. I'm happy you guys got to see Butter and Marking Makeup in Stillwater. Thank you so much for tipping all of my performers tonight. And I love the call-ins, and we're going to do more of this. You can share the video. It's on, what's it called? YouTube. So you can share it from there if you want to. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's Billy Francesca. If you want to see more nonsense, and I don't plug this enough because it's just like, whatever. I have my Patreon page. It's $1. I mean, it's $1 a month. So it's $12 a year. But you get all of the stuff that when I'm stoned in my kitchen and I'm like I do all this weird shit that is only on Patreon. Like when I'm bad-mouthing someone and it's like, don't tell them. I'm literally putting it on Patreon. So there's that. And my friend Moses, who I love, who also has been fighting cancer for a year, he just signed up, which was so sweet. So that made me really happy. I will, I put a lot of stuff on it. So if you want to go find me on Patreon, Billy Francesca, it's $1, but it's $1 a month. So I don't want you being like, it's $12, you stupid bitch. It's like, yeah, I mean, am I not worth $12? Don't answer that. Blythe, thank you so much for doing all the tech stuff. Blythe, do you want to add anything over the microphone? How do you think it went?
No.
Okay, thank you. Well, that's a glowing review. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it. We're going to roll credits, and then that's it. I love you all. We'll see you. Oh, wait. I remember. It's right here. Our next show is February 18th. Blythe, can I do 8 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock on the 18th? Is that okay? Is that too late for you?
That's okay.
8 o'clock, February 18th. I love you all. Please be safe and stay safe. And thank you so much for a nice night. Thank you.